Good afternoon. My name is Chris Maddox, and I'm the Information Systems Analyst for Team 2. Our project this semester was to create a website for Stouffer Furniture and Milling, and part of that website had to include a customer database. To create that customer database, we used an online database provider called AirTable.com. As you can see, I'm logged into Airtable now, and what I'm going to do is just show some features that will make it easy for people to use. Has a helpful hints here. When you open these, it opens in a new window, so you can leave your database open. It has some pre-built templates, which we didn't use any of these. These are all defaults for when you open the database. And the database that we created for the Stouffers, we called Stouffer Woodworks Customer Listing. And when I click it open, it opens up in the grid view, which is basically the view of the database with all the tables and records in it. It would have their name, customer name, home phone, cell phone, email address, home address, whether they're a new customer, and if they want to be on the mailing list. This is information that customers enter on the website. We'll show the customer registration form here in a minute. If you find out that, oh, this customer doesn't want to be on the mailing list or doesn't want to, they're moved out of the area, to delete a record, you just right click and delete record, and it deletes the whole record. And the other thing we did was we created a customer registration form, and this is the view of that, and this is what the registration form will look like. It basically takes the fields for the database and creates an entry point for them, and you can determine whether they are required or not, whether they're hidden or not. And obviously we made name required, home phone required, which basically just means whatever is your primary phone number. If you only have a cell phone, you put your cell phone there. And cell phone is basically this alternate contact phone. Not everybody has a cell phone or an email address, so those two are not required. Home address is required so that the company can mail you advertising and information, things like that, and whether they can check whether they're a new customer or be on the mailing list. And then the submit button. And down here are some things that will happen when they click the submit button. They can put a personalized message here. I just put this just as a test. And then you can tell it what to do when they click submit. You can share the form. If you change the form and you want to put it on the website, you would go here, and to embed it on the website you would click this, and it pops up with a new window, and this is the actual code that would be used to embed this link on the website, and it shows the desktop view of the form and the mobile phone view of the form, so you can see what they would look like. We're going to close that out and go back to the form view, and that's the form view. We're going to look at the go back to the grid view, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the website and show you how to get to the customer registration form on the website, and then we'll enter some information and then go back to the form and show that it works, and delete that record when we get there. So you click the shop button, you click register, and it opens up the form. We'll put a name in. Oops, can't type either. Obviously name is required. Phone number. We'll just put something in there, and as you see, it automatically puts the dashes and everything in there. Since we don't want to put a cell phone and we don't want to put an email address, we won't. Home address. We'll just make up a town. and make up a zip code. This is new customer mailing list. Click submit, and as you see, the message pops up there, and then in 5 seconds it'll open up a clean form, a blank form. And since we don't want to enter another record, we close that, and now we're going to go back to the database, and as you can see, there's our new customer. Like I said, if you decide, well, I don't want that, or the customer decides they don't want to put it, or they entered something wrong, and they tell you, hey, I put, new phone number or whatever, or name change, whatever, you right click, you delete, and there you go. And that is how we use our database.